fried ice cream. We'll dish out more of them later in the show, and we'll tell you about their big event coming up on New Year's Eve. But first, looking for a gift that will have you looking fine in 2009? We're talking about a facelift without going under the knife. Please welcome Dr. Shel of Dr. Shel Wellness and Medical Spa and her patient, Carolyn Sees. Good morning. All right, when you say a facelift without going under the knife, we're like, what? Yeah, because now how many of you has piqued your interest? You're like, oh, okay. All right, so what is it that they're using that can give an effect of a facelift without going under the knife?
Great question, Deborah. What we have is a fantastic laser. It's called the Titan Skin Tightening Laser. It's by Cutera. It's a laser that is one of its kind because what it does is it actually goes in deep into the deep dermis and the collagen of the skin, layer of the skin, and it stimulates that collagen because as we age, as you know, the collagen gets older and it starts getting lax, and that's when you get the jowls and we get the neck area that gets very, very...
Yeah, we start noticing. It's like it comes like overnight, right? It's like you were looking in the mirror one day and you were fine, and then all of a sudden, what did you start seeing?
I started seeing like I was 20 years older than I felt inside. I mean, the sagging here, hooded here, jowly, neck starting to sag, and I looked at myself in the mirror one day and I thought, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm 80 years old. And so that's when I saw Dr. Shel.
Well, I'm looking, I don't see a saggy neck right now, so let's go ahead and get the before picture up there. We'll talk more about the procedure in a second. So if we have the before picture of what you were seeing, and the fact you said you felt like you're like 80 years old.
I did.
And then when you looked at that, what was your thought in terms of what am I going to have to do to get this taken care of? Because it takes us a little while to get there. We're like, we want to take care of it, but we don't know what the options are. Okay, so this is, oh wow. Wow. The before, I mean, you look like you were a nice lady. But wow, look at that difference there.
Well, thank you so much, Deborah.
And that is without any cutting, no knives, no
scalpel. Absolutely. Well, I didn't even consider a facelift because I have a yellow stripe down my back this big. I'm scared to death of knives. But I also knew I was getting very depressed. And I didn't want to fall in to the same kind of thing my mother was, where you get to a certain age and you think, okay, society's kind of pushed me to the side. I'm just going to sit here and age. Exactly. And so I went to Dr. Shel and got an evaluation, and she made some suggestions. And so this is how I started out, and then that was with no scalpels, little to no downtime whatsoever.
Yeah, okay, let's go back into how we do this, because I think a lot of us still think cut and pull. Because that's what we're doing in the mirror. We're like, we're pushing up and pushing. Like, if I just walk around all day like this, how are you?
Just a little rubber band.
Yeah, all those types of things. But we still can't get out of our mind that you don't have to cut and pull something.
You know, you don't, because once you really understand what's gone on over the years, what has happened is that collagen has broken down. And so it really can't hold that skin up. And what we're doing is with the Titan laser technology, we're going directly into the collagen and stimulating the collagen so that you can stimulate new cells and repair the old cells.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it does.
Go back to youth again,
and go back to youth again, but in a very safe, effective, and non-invasive method.
Okay, what did you feel during the process?
Very little. They put a numbing gel on it first, which you get somewhat numb, but then there was just a little bit of it wasn't even a sting. That's even too strong a word. And then within a couple of hours it wears off, and that's it.
Okay, when do we see results?
You see some results right away. So what we like to do is we like to do half the face, sit the patient up, and let them see the before and after essentially from the different sides of the faces, which is incredible.
You're thinking, oh, money well spent?
That's right. No doubt.
Exactly. And then after that, what I always tell my patients is the results will improve every day because we're building new collagen. And so the results just keep improving, and at 1 month, about 4 weeks, that's when you really notice that difference getting really well. And then we do it one more time. So usually most people need about 1 to 2, sometimes 3 treatments, depending on if you're doing the abdomen or other parts of the body.
And how long does this last?
It lasts for as long as you take care of your skin. So essentially, you cannot stop the aging process, but you can turn back the clock. So we're turning back the clock by about 10 years.
See, that's amazing. I would think there's nothing you could do except for actually pulling that. And look at that. It just pumps it back out again, which we see that when we're older, we kind of waste away. Even having, that's why people sometimes get fat injected to give that plump youthful look again. And that's what it's bringing back there.
These are some pictures of the Pearl and the Pearl Fractional. This is the Pearl Fractional laser, which is a laser that takes away the deeper wrinkles and the deeper acne scarring, the large pores and things of that nature. Pearl Fractional is the newest laser out, which is a fractionated laser, and that's a laser that is really effective for people who have the deep wrinkles that you're seeing.
Right, there's really not much you can do there.
Not much that you can do. Even surgery won't improve that, but this is more of an ablative, sort of rejuvenating laser, where in a single treatment, this is the result that you see in a single treatment.
And we're talking about on the face, but there are other areas. I know sometimes people who, they're thin, but they have that creping. Like, for example, they lost a lot of weight after pregnancy.
After pregnancy is ideal time, so I see a lot of postpartum ladies that have worked out and have been able to go back to their normal sizes, but they still can't get into a bikini, or they just don't feel good about themselves when they look in the mirror. And the Titan laser procedures, after about 2 to 3 treatments, this is what you're expecting to see.
I can't see my belly button right now, but if you can just tighten and keep tightening.
That's interesting. Well, you know, and the thing is that what you have to do is really maintain these results with products, which is why, you know, you really want to choose pharmaceutical grade products, which, like we brought in a few products today, that really
and that when we say pharmaceutical grade, what it says is what we say is in here is in here.
They are regulated by the FDA, approved by the FDA to be labeled as such and really have the ingredients. So, for example, if you're looking at the Illume Eye Cream, you know, you can tighten the eyes, you can go ahead and make sure that the crepiness is gone. But for people who still have the dark circles, you know, we always deal with that. Concealers galore. If you start using the Illume Eye Cream, most women stop using concealer within 2 weeks.
Wow.
It's pretty incredible because you need to understand what's causing the darkness.
Let's get a close-up of Dr. Shel, because I want to tell the audience something. Get a very good close-up of Dr. Shel. Would you believe she's 130 years old? Not a wrinkle on her.
How could you give it away?
Have you actually used this procedure yourself?
I've done the Titan myself, absolutely.
Okay, because you wouldn't stop me from using that machine. I'd be in the bathroom all day long. Okay. Well, you look fantastic, and what a big difference that it makes. And let me just, one quick question. How does it compare to getting the surgery done in terms of price?
Price-wise, no comparison.
A fraction of?
I mean, yes, a fraction of. A third or a fourth of the price. But, you know, when you do those kinds of things, like spider veins, for example, the clearing gel disappears. The spider veins disappear on the legs, on the face, everywhere, because it really goes in and breaks up those capillaries and heals those capillaries so that everything goes away.
I can start lying about my age now. All right, you have some gift certificates you're giving away to the audience. Is this for what?
This is for Happy Holidays from Dr. Shel. So this is for... Thank you. We're giving every single person in the audience a $300 gift certificate towards a laser package of your choice. And you know, when you come in for a consultation, we'll be able to customize what is right for you, because everything is not right for everyone, of course.
Dr. Shel, thank you so much. You can find out more about Titan Laser and Dr. Shel at drshel.com, and that's S-H-E-L, right?
That's correct.
1 L, okay.
And also the 10 first callers are going to get a $300 gift certificate also.
Love it, because that number is 281-313-7435.